Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Jin with The Astronaut. Before that was Girl Set with Little Miss. And on top of that heap was Doja Cat with Jealous Type. Good afternoon, boys and girls. You've got Jada.
Eggay Q.
And the Wee Man.
And we are Pitstop, boys and girls. Happy New Year. It's the first board work of 2026. How you guys doing?
Fat. And happy.
And happy.
Yep.
Yes, that's a good thing.
Fat and happy. Mukhang kumita to ng bakasyon, ano?
No. I'd rather be fat and happy than ripped.
Yes.
All year.
Yes,
Come on.
But you know what? I was telling Wee a while ago that he looked like he lost weight during the holiday. Yeah, during the holidays.
Mukhang maganda regalo mo dito.
I'm just wearing black, Jada. Come on.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, you came in dressed for the show today. I love it. But apparently you came from...
A lunch?
And going to a dinner as well.
Yes.
How about you, Eggay?
Wala, galing tayo sa...
Scam?
No, I came from a paid lunch.
there you go.
Yeah.
Paid lunch. Nangita ko kay Wee kasi free lunch.
Okay. So, naghanap ka rin ng pay. Pay for you.
Kailangan magbayad kasi nasa labas. But yeah, anyway, Happy New Year, guys. And I'm gonna be plastic if I say I missed you.
You did it.
Because we communicate with each other almost every day.
Yes,
okay.
all throughout the holidays,
That's a good
right?
save, ah.
Yes.
But,
okay.
But we have a very special guest that I kind of miss.
Yeah, you
No?
do.
Medyo
Kinda.
mainit.
Teka, before we introduce him, we were changing things up here in the show.
Okay,
Remember
okay.
before at the end of the show, that's when we do the pit stop poll of the week. And I always forget. Right? I always forget.
Really?
So we're going to do it at the beginning of the show. I have it in my notebook now.
Okay.
Thank you so much to Bianca and to Warren for always helping us with our pit stop poll of the week. So we're going to start with this one before we introduce our very special guest. Everybody knows who he is already because we already posted him on our social media accounts. Hot. And yes, very hot. I mean, literally and figuratively.
Yes,
I'd have to say.
I was supposed to say that too.
Sorry. Okay, I'm so
Figuratively.
sorry. To our guests, but I have to say that it's the truth, right? Okay, new year, new playlist. Which artist are you looking forward to requesting a lot of to ease your way around the traffic-filled metro in the coming weeks? BTS? ASAP Rocky?
oh, God.
Megadeth, guys, they're still alive. And Louis Tomlinson.
Oh, my God.
We got all bases covered. So,
Megadeth lang alam ko dyan. Tsaka BTS.
uy, grabe.
I have a playlist that I can suggest. Magic 89.9.
No, I mean, yeah, they're gonna request it eh.
Okay. Akala ko
Yeah, no.
on Spotify to play when you're on a road
We're talking
trip.
about requesting on air. So
Okay.
BTS,
Sorry.
ASAP Rocky, Megadeth, and Louis Tomlinson. We are going to tell you the results next week as we open the show.
Next
but
week.
for now, okay, Eggay, you do the honors of introducing our very special guest. What a way to open 2026 for Pit Stop. This is so amazing, you guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Very timely.
Yes.
Init.
Okay, the returning.
Pakitaas aircon! Ay, pakibaba pala.
The returning, defending,
On the red corner!
a returning guest slash resource person. But now the man
Of the hour.
Of the
the
week!
man from Manila.
Of the week,
Of the
yes.
holidays and beyond.
Yes. And the father of the subject. Friends, our motoring colleague, James Deakin, without the S. Yes. Deakins ng Deakins sa presscon. Deakins.
I got a show cause order here.
Oh, man.
Mamaya.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for, okay, this is so not last minute, you guys, but it looks like it. But the thing is, it's so hot. It's so hot off the plate and fresh off the boat, fresh off the oven.
Yeah.
And, okay, so James, I can see you're rocking
Yeah,
your,
I'm
rocking
jumping
your,
a bit.
yeah, you're a bit. And there, of course, today there were new developments during the day. When we guested you, we didn't know that this was going to happen today, but it already has. Just as you were coming here, setting you up for. First of all, please tell what has happened. I know there's a Facebook version, there's an interview of you in your home, but please, for Magic 89.9 and for Pit Stop, let's hear it.
Okay, the TLDR of all of this is that my son just got his license late last year, so he's the last, my youngest.
Congratulations.
Thanit you. Well, I don't know, it might be too soon to say that.
Might be too late.
Well, he got his license, and I think what particularly stung and what's, I guess, prominent here is that I went through so much more with him than I did with the other kids.
So much effort.
So much effort because I really wanted him to, like all my kids, they all went through the same thing, but he was extra pa.
Oh, he's special.
Well, he's the youngest, and I just wanted him to learn the rules properly. I wanted him to respect the rules because for me, it's like I didn't want to pass on any prejudice. We all have our own experiences out there on the road and with institutions, but this is a new driver, and you want them to just, malay mo, it's, things are improving. So, cut a long story short, he was driving for the first time ever on the Skyway 3. Those who are familiar with that area know it can be a little confusing. But
northbound, James.
Northbound doesn't have exit.
Oh my God, I miss so much exits there. Anyway.
There you go. So I get always that complaint from people. But when my son called me that day and he said, Dad, I've been pulled over. I said, what's the problem? Where? He said, Quezon Avenue exit, whatever. I knew
my God.
I was like, in my head, I was like, I know exactly what happened here, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to dwell on the signage, on the this and that, because I don't want to give him an excuse. I said, did you see the double yellow line? He said, yes, I did. Okay, well then that's clearly a violation. You got to take the ticket and hand your license over. He goes, do they really take your license, Dad? I said, sadly, on the Skyway, they do. Because there are new rulings, right? They're not allowed to take your license. But the LTO deputized officers of the Skyway, they have a different procedure. And they take it and they send it to East Ave.
Thank you for that information.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So LGUs are not supposed to take your license, right?
But kudos to your son for knowing who shouldn't take your license.
No, he
asked.
Yeah,
he
asked.
And he has the presence of mind to ask you.
Yes, correct. Because there's been some news about who's allowed to take your license and not. And so he was just clarifying because they want to take my license. So just give him your license. He is LTO deputized. Inside, I was disagreeing, but I just remember you're trying to teach your son. So I'm like, okay, just give him your license, take the ticket, and then we'll deal with this. So when he gets home, first strike was I read the ticket and it said, crossing the double yellow line, so this improper lane change or disregarding a traffic sign. May reckless driving pa. I was like, oh my God, what's this reckless driving na naman? And this is something that I get a lot of letters about because it's very arbitrary or it feels arbitrary and there's really no justification for it in many cases. Basta dyan. And that means
Basta yan yun.
Basta yan yun. Now the fine goes up, right?
It does.
It does go up automatically. So there's increased revenue for that.
For the officer as well.
Little box. I don't know. I don't know what their system is.
Commission basis.
I think so.
They're on our side, it's more.
Yeah.
And then also, if you Google it, on RA 4136, it's a criminal offense. So it really concerns me.
Of
Now,
course.
if you dig really deep, it has to be reckless imprudence with either injury or homicide or damage to property.
A result.
A result. But as a 19-year-old, you don't know that for a few weeks until you get your case back. So he's panicking. I'm a little concerned. So I send a message to the chief, Lacandilao. And I said, through a common friend of all of ours, I won't damay him anymore, but I know he got the message. And I got a reply. And Chief Lacandilao said, I have a strict no padrino policy. I said, I was a little offended by that. I said, where in my message did I ask for a padrino? I strictly asked for clarification.
Just asking a question.
Clarification.
Yes.
I'm concerned about this. Are you aware of this? And is this really, what classifies reckless driving? He said, just go to the LTO and do it by yourself. And only if you really hit, walls, do you come back and come back to me.
So he offered help.
I hit every wall in the LTO. So I drag him down to the LTO. And the first time we did it in between.
James, talagang sinamahan mo, Sinamahan mo si Daniel.
I did. Because, one, I'm here to get there. And two, I didn't want him to be alone. But I wanted him to go through the process.
He will be traumatized.
Yes, but, it's part of it. But
I'm sorry.
Here's where it hurts so much is because I know. Everyone in this room knows.
Yes.
But I'm trying to set a new blank page for my son. And I'm going, you know what? It's a new year. We have a new chief. We know this chief. I was on a panel speaking with this chief only a few days before that.
We guested him here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's a friend of the beat. Not that I'm saying friends should get you any special treatment. What I'm saying is that I thought he would understand that we know what we're talking about and we're asking genuine questions. Anyway, the long story short is he gets to the LTO and...
where were you when he was lining
I was trying to park.
Okay.
Which in itself is already a penalty. That's already a punishment, trying to park in the LTO. So I was circling, I was trying to park, I was making pakiusap with guards, I was doing all the dad duties there. Then he texts me, he says, Dad, we have a problem. They need the ORCR of the car. And I said, but wait, that's not our car. That was a
Test drive.
Yeah, test drive. And it's not. We don't have that. I said, so I started Googling and checking what's the legal basis of asking for the ORCR. Wala naman. So I went and I walked to the I walked in and
You were able to park.
Let's not
Thankfully.
compound my problems with admissions of yes, I was. I'll leave it there. I was.
Yeah, congratulations on that. Okay.
Thank you.
That's a win.
Okay, so let's leave it.
I thought I should have a banner, congratulations,
let's
Sir
leave
James,
it.
for finding parking.
Let's leave it. Okay.
So I go into the adjudication office and I ask very nicely, because I'm really setting the example. May I ask what the legal basis is for the ORCR? Because it's not that we don't want to give it. It's just
Why?
maraming hassle.
Yeah.
And it's not our car. We don't have it here today. It's not. Well, hindi, kailangan natin yan. Oh, so this delayed us again. So now we have to go and find the ORCR, contact the manufacturer, contact all these other places, anything we could. Okay, so we were able to find whatever paperwork. I don't know anymore what he handed over because I have to go back to the car.
Yes. That was
Mr.
part.
Yeah. Legally.
Legally.
So I get back to the car, and I think he handed the sales invoice. Might have been the sales invoice or the ORCR. I'm not sure. I just definitely know that that sales invoice was given. Anyway, it gets through. So that was done. And then he goes to the next step, pay the fine na. So he texts me already, okay, I'm about to pay the fine. Should be another 5-10 minutes and then you can pick me up. Oh, great. Okay. It was about 2 or 3 hours, but it was not the worst case, right? No, I mean, I've heard of people spending, like
a day.
their teenage years there, no? So this guy, there was a few hours, so it wasn't bad. And then I get the next text. So, Dad, they won't release the license. I said, what? Why? They said it's over the 15 days. And I thought, simple lang yan. They're just, yeah. I was so confident. I went back and I walked back there and I spoke to one of the guys. May nagpa-picture pa sa akin eh.
Oh my goodness.
You know how awkward this is?
Of course.
You're arguing there and then sir, and it's actually an LTO guy.
Oh my
Pa-picture lang.
gosh.
And then
dear.
you're suing it, but then you have to give a fake smile and then you go, and then I even asked him, baka you can help me explain this 15 days. Ganun talaga yan, sir. Pati yung holidays kasama. Opo.
And weekends.
I said, out of the 15 days, you're close like 8 or 9. Wow. Oo nga, pero kasi it's January 29.
29,
January
30,
1,
31,
2.
yes.
And then may weekends pa. We count it's like 8 or 9 days
That's
out of the 15 are closed.
That's not how the banks count it.
No,
Yes.
it's
Yeah,
not
right.
how
Banking days.
it's not how the LTO count it
As well.
when it's them having an obligation to you. If there's an obligation to you that they have to release something, it's always
Working days.
Working days, yes.
When it's you, it's calendar
Calendar.
days.
Calendar days.
So see, you
so
didn't.
he said calendar days.
He said calendar days, and I couldn't accept it because I was really thinking, wow,
Work
mali. This is
days.
like wow, mali.
Yeah,
Somebody's gonna jump out and go,
Gotcha.
you should have seen your
Prank
face.
ba to, or
buddy.
what,
Oo.
diba?
So I said, can I speak to a supervisor? They brought me a supervisor. Then they brought me to the lawyer's office. This is actually quite a funny thing. I mean, I don't want to make
sorry.
I don't want to make light, but if you have a little time, I'll tell you the story.
I'm sorry,
They
I'm
put you in a little tiny cubicle, right?
Oh, gosh.
And this tiny cubicle has one chair. We were 2 people. So I was squatting, trying to look through the little hole in the glass. And there I am arguing. You know how difficult that makes your position when you're arguing from a
Yes.
squatting position?
Yeah.
You don't feel it really zaps all of your authority and power. But there I was arguing to this little porthole going, I said, surely this is a mistake. I understand 15 days, but 15 working days.
Yes.
Hindi.
No.
It's
Calendar.
I said, wait, explain to me like a 3-year-old. Christmas, New Year, Bonifacio Day, or Rizal Day. Lahat yan?
And even the 29th.
And the 29th?
And New Year's
Kasama
Eve.
yon.
New Year's Eve, right?
And New Year's Eve, kasama po yun. I said, you don't think that's unfair?
Yeah.
That's just the law. That's the way the law is. I said, wow. Okay, all right. You know what? You're just applying the rules. It's not you personally. But I said, I find this a little ridiculous. Is there any way that we can contest this? And just at least plead our case? Because I think we have a case. None. Zero. Nada. So I said, okay, what happens now? Well, the penalty for not picking up your license in time and picking it up late is you have to be later. What?
Huh?
Means if you don't pick it up in 15 days, you're suspended for 1 month.
Wow.
So that's what happened to Daniel's license, right?
So Daniel's license was suspended for 1 month, and it was already stamped by the time before we even talked to his lawyer. So it's already a done case. And I'm like, you're going to suspend the child's license and put a reckless driving charge on him for something that you created. And he was like, yeah. I said, how is this? Am I the only one that sees how ridiculous this is? And then I said, so what about during like COVID? What happened then? I mean, there was a time you were closed for more than 15 days.
Yes.
And he says, I wasn't working here then.
Oh,
It was a rhetorical
well,
question.
yeah.
Okay. Ganon. So
See,
I was like,
that's the thing, James. You weren't able to mention this during your home interview that you only had like what 6 days.
I did, but selective cutting.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh, there was editing.
There were two TV stations
okay.
there, two completely different angles.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
One was TV5 was very fair, and they showed you all the working days and the this and the not work. They were very fair. ABS.
Not so much.
Yeah.
They
Ang anak
edited.
ni James Deakin, reckless. Yan ang headline.
Oh my
But
god.
of course, it catches the viewers.
Of course, it catches viewer, but I should know. I work in
We know,
media. I should know these
And
things.
That's
know
the
these
difference.
things.
That's the difference by hearing the other side. Like James now is really, seeing it like thoroughly.
Yes.
We understand
All the
whole situation.
details.
You only had like 6 days to actually get
out
the
of the
license.
15.
Out of the 15.
And those 6 days were right on the peak of Christmas. Do you really want to go to East Avenue from Alabang on the peak of Christmas?
No,
Even
thank
the
you.
people who work in East Avenue don't want to go to East Avenue.
So you're just being practical.
Yeah.
And that was their argument. You had and he counted 6 days to do it. Yes, but you gave me 15, but you closed for 8 of them. Do you see?
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say here. And he was like, voila. So I said, okay, let's cut to the chase now. What's the penalty? He goes, well, he just has to, it's 1 month suspension.
Okay.
So I said, okay, and when do we pick up the license? He gave me the date. I think like that.
February.
No. Actually, it's 1 month from when you got apprehended.
So still in this
January,
month.
January
19.
19.
19.
Okay.
So he said, you can come back on the 19th. So I said, all right. What about
with additional penalties?
No, there's no additional penalties. Which
That's
also
it.
doesn't make sense because I would think that if it was a monetary thing, that was the reason, that was the motive. But I said, do I have to pay another thing? He goes, no.
No.
I said, okay, so I pick up on the 19th. He says, yes. What about the 20th? Puede. What about the 21st? Puede. What about the 20th? I started going like this. And I went, what about the
February
24th?
14?
And alam mo sinabi niya? That's a Sunday.
He got you there.
He got me there. I'll admit when he got me with that one. I was like, these are all rhetorical questions, okay? I'm just pointing out the idiocy that now, if I collect my license that's been suspended and I'm not within a certain pre-prescribed time, that's okay.
Yes.
But this arbitrary thing, you're boom.
Yeah.
And you're talking about 15 days and calendar days. When was the last time you released a plate? I mean, you want to be throwing stones in a glass house?
I want to see Daniel's. Do you have a photo of his license and how he looks like on his license? They probably want to keep it, because it's nice to look at.
Must have.
I'm trying to make light of this.
A hairdo that they're all trying to copy or something. But,
right.
So basically, that was my gripe and that was my beef. And when I left there, I wrote that post. And I was very measured in the way I wrote it because believe me, you should have seen the first, second, and third drafts. I mean, it was...
You went all out.
It was toxic. No.
Okay.
But then I was like, no, you got to push forward here. This is not about Daniel, right? This is not about
It's
just
about the
your
system.
son. It's about the system. Remove your personal... And it's hard when you're angry.
Of course.
But you got to remove it and you got to push forward. So what will this do? This will highlight how the inefficiency, how the bureaucracy is weaponized against you. Nobody asked me for a bribe in the LTO. I made that very clear to the TV stations that asked and anyone that asked. I was never even hinted at this will fix it. No.
Yeah.
So, but what I'm saying is usually you don't have to say it. When you just create a system of friction like that, the default choice or the path of least resistance becomes plainly obvious.
Yes.
So you connect the dots na lang.
Of course, yeah.
So I refuse to do that.
It has to come from you then,
It
right?
has to come from you. Just like they say, there's no noon break. It's a big sign. ARTA, no noon break. They're not closed though.
Try 12 noon.
We were there 12 noon. We were there 11 and then we went through the 12 noon. Technically, they're open.
Yes, but you're going to be there for
Try
2
and
hours.
find somebody.
Yeah.
Try and find somebody in that noontime. But technically, they're open, so they're not breaking the law.
Yeah.
So
of
it's
course.
all
Wala ka lang
between the-
makausap.
Yeah, so exactly. So it's like, nandyan lang, na he's just in the back getting papers or whatever. Yeah, he's eating and he's
Yeah,
whatever.
of course.
So
For sure.
I wrote that whole thing out, and my point was this about teaching Daniel, about being let down by the system, about the system being weaponized against us, and everyone, not just me, but everybody. And how this system should be reformed, etc., etc. Wow, the story turned out, that reckless si Daniel. Now, I told him, I'm not contesting this anymore, right? I feel it's very unfair, but I am not contesting it because he was very clear. He said, no, changing lanes is reckless driving. And we missed the 5-day contesting period. So it's no point.
Yes.
So I didn't even bring it up. They paid the fine for reckless driving. That's done and dusted. Today, we were having lunch together in paid lunch. Having a nice paid lunch there. And wow, I get now people handing me phones. Pare, you're on the news now.
Yes.
They're holding a live press conference right now
This is
about you.
Yeah, about you.
And I said,
Yeah.
what are they saying? They have a video that they're showing of CCTV. I said, don't tell me it's a CCTV I've been asking for since December 20. Yes, it was. It's very grainy.
Of
You don't,
how it was
you don't
violated.
even know.
Yeah.
What
You
car?
can't even tell what car, much less what plate.
It's so far.
It's so far. Like, I don't know if they just got a random CCTV image. I don't know. But the thing is, what about due process? What about due process?
Okay, so this is the second part of the story. We are going to get to it, okay, because we got to play music. We got to play some commercials. But, okay, you want to watch us on Twitch, twitch.tv/magic899TV. Again, our lines are wide open for LTO Chief. Anybody who is a part of that or who wants to say anything, 0945. Derek, I can't see the number. 09.
Memorize.
I know, I can't see. It's 0945 something. JJ
2026
has
na,
been at it for the longest time. Derek, what's the number? Okay, yeah, you can call our Viber. It's up and running. I'll figure it out. But James, we will come back to the second part of your story. Now let's have some Mal Smith. Nice to meet you. This is Pitstop.
Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9. This is Pitstop. My name is Jada.
Eggay.
And the wee man.
And of course, in the house, James Deakin.
James Deakin.
Ay, nabitin sila, no?
Parang
Nabitin
Dickens.
sila.
Dickens yata. Tama ba?
Yeah, Dickens.
Sino ba
Dickens.
sabing Dickens?
There were 3
How are
reporters.
you related to Charles Dickens?
Dickens.
We try.
Masya, yun ang tita.
Sorry.
Yun ang tita.
Grabe ka. That's literature. Okay?
Okay. Pasado.
You call
Pwede.
that culture also.
Pwede.
47
Pwede.
minutes after 3 o'clock. It's getting hotter in here, guys. Twitch.tv/magic899TV. And thank you so much, Direct, for sending me our Viber line, 0945-971-4011. Anybody is welcome to phone us up and contest whatever it is that James is saying. And of course, it's open to Chief Lacanidao in his office as well, and to his people. So now we come to the second part. So
Due process.
you're having your free lunch.
I'm having my
And-
free lunch, paid
yeah.
lunch, whatever you call it.
He had his free lunch already. So.
Yeah.
And then the phone gets passed around. Oh, there's a live press concert right now about you. I said, well, here we go. So I look at it, and it's that footage that I've been asking for, the clarification I've been asking for, that they wouldn't give me, that they kept ignoring me. Now they're showing to ABS-CBN, TV5, all the news channels, national television. Oh man, that was like, bro.
Yeah.
This is
That's
not
kind of
this is
double
not
standard.
enforcement. This is theater.
Yeah.
This is theater, and it's actually a really poor attempt at deflection. Because even those in the comments were saying, and this is not my page, this is, the people on the media page going, hindi naman yan ang issue eh. Ang issue niya, yung 15 days, yung
Calendar
unrequired
days.
ORCR,
Yeah.
hindi naman
Those are
na-contest
the
yung ano eh.
items.
Yeah.
Bayad
Yeah.
na yung fine.
And he accepted his mistake.
He accepted, he
Already,
paid.
yeah.
He went through process, lahat. Tapos sinashame mo pa. It's like, dude, this is a low blow. This is a really low blow. And it's something that is very disappointing because I placed so much faith on this guy because I was telling my kid, look, they're showing show cause orders now to reckless drivers. I've been
here.
posting it.
Same here.
Publicly praising the
Yes.
LTO, going,
Yes.
finally they're doing something about these reckless drivers and stuff like that. And then now my son is treated like any other reckless driver that counterflowed, ran over, whatever. Same thing, suspension,
No
reckless
brakes.
driving, the whole thing.
I laugh because we let everybody pass, and then
Yes,
this
exactly.
happens.
Exactly. You see these so much on the road. Everything.
Yes.
The chaos on the road you see with your own eyes. The jeepneys, the buses, the tricycles,
They
all
let
of
it
that.
go.
And then this happens, and then they throw the book at him, and then some pa. It's like, wait, and then he said, unregistered pa yung vehicle. Unregistered talaga? Nandyan lang yung conduction sticker mo. Nandyan yung plate number mo. Temporary, yes. Why is it temporary? Do you want to answer that?
Because it hasn't been released yet.
How many calendar days have there been since that car was
Wait,
invoiced?
for them, it's not calendar days. It's working days nga daw, di
For
ba?
them,
For them.
that's
For
another
them.
thing. I mean, to clarify, when it's you, that the burden is on you to deliver to the LTO, it's calendar days. When it's them delivering to you,
It's working days.
working days. And even then, I've gone 10 working years without a plate on my car. I had to sell it without a plate. Because wala na.
They haven't delivered.
They lost it already.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, James, one quick one. So, you don't even have to mention it to us that you were praising the LTO the past few months.
We all have been.
Yeah, we all have been. Since you've been doing that, you were actually looking forward to a new era.
Yes, I was.
Yes.
Genuinely.
And this happens?
Yes.
Why do you think, or what do you think is their rationale for blowing this up?
I can only speculate, no? But my speculation here is that napahiya, or he felt pricked of an ego, like he got an ego prick, and instead of addressing the issue, he attacked the character of the person to try to discredit. And, if you have any media background, you'll know that this is the lowest hanging fruit of possible. You grab a person that may pangalan in that particular area, and then you try to create some kind of contrast or hypocrisy there. Oh, Mr. Road Safety, pero yung anak niya, reckless. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you shaming a brand new driver and trying to put on his record something permanent like a suspension and all that for something we all know is a novice rookie mistake? Even experienced drivers make that mistake.
Yes.
But the thing is not the mistake, it's how you handled it. And we handled it according to everything that you said we should do. And we followed your process, and your process just kicked us right in the square in the,
Yeah.
you know where. So it's very disappointing because there was an opportunity here for showing a message of, you know what, let's look into this. I looked into this, and you're right. 15 calendar days is a little double standard, right? Considering that we do have on our side working days. So thank you for bringing that to our attention. We will now do something about that rule. But please don't hold our guys responsible because they were only following
Doing their job.
I agree with that. I can't say anything about that. But I can say if a rule is stupid and it's been brought to your attention, you have an obligation naman to change that rule or amend it. Right?
Yes.
That was one thing. The other thing was the ORCR and the requirement of extra documents. The lawyer kept going around in circles saying, kasi it wasn't on the TOP. That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
He was saying, wala yung incomplete yung information sa TOP. So bakit nadama yung anak ko? Is he supposed to know the apprehension procedures? Is he supposed to remind the officer on his first ever apprehension? He's supposed to say, by the way, according to Article 6, Section G, 9, Paragraph 9, you need to do this, and this. No, he doesn't know. He's terrified. He's sitting on the side of the road calling me up going, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, okay, well, just follow what the officer says. The officer writes out everything. He follows it. He brings a pink slip over there. And then they add this document. And he's saying, the only reason we added the document is because kulang yung ano. Again, kulang, whose fault is that?
Yung
Not my son. So the ARTA lawyer, which I have to commend, said very clearly, it's a yes or no. We've spent 15 minutes in circles going around the reasons why. Yes or no. In the Citizens Charter, do you require an ORCR or any extra paperwork when settling a violation? No. Case closed.
Okay.
Case closed. Tapos ang boxing.
Okay, so
Okay,
apparently
wait.
hindi tapos ang boxing.
For the info, ARTA is
Anti-Red Tape Authority.
Okay.
And I just got to give him a shout out because I didn't also hold a lot of hope, especially since my recent experience with the LTO. People were tagging the ARTA. We were saying call 888. Is it 48s? Ba? Is that the number?
I don't know.
All right, but they have a hotline, and apparently people in the comments were saying you'd be surprised. They're good. So I was thinking, it's just another government agency. But when I was in that hearing,
Is it a government agency?
it's a government agency that is there to be a watchdog on the other agencies. And so they have a secretary. The secretary was there as well. And they explained, very clearly, this is black and white. You did not, pinapahirapan mo lang yung tao. with extra requirements that are not in your citizen's
Necessary,
charter.
yeah.
It's as simple as that. You can spend the next 20 hours explaining about the sex cycle of the Rocky Mountain flea. It won't make a difference. There is a requirement or no requirement. There's no requirement. Why did you ask for it?
Rocky Mountain Flea. I'm sorry. The reference is because he used to be Jimmy Cricket.
Jimmy Cricket.
I was just going with something completely
I'm
random.
sorry, but that's how the connection. Sorry,
No,
that's the
yeah,
connection
nothing
for
to do
me.
with that. I was going like,
yeah,
that's as random as that.
I
Because
know
what's
it was
this got
Jimmy
to
Cricket.
do?
Oh, wait. But okay, so we have the clip of Chief Lacanilao of his press conference, but I think we're gonna do it in the next hour because you haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
I watched it.
I didn't watch it. I saw the clip.
Yeah,
meaning
okay.
the
So we're going to show it later on. Direct Alvin is hot and ready with the clip, but we have got to turn the hour. We are going to come back. You guys don't go anywhere. Twitch.tv/Magic899TV. Thank you so much to Real Victorious, to Metal Slug, to WeChat, to Dennis Slim, and to JP Siton. Happy New Year to all of you guys.
Happy New Year, guys.
Thank you so much for keeping us in the background. We are going to be back. Don't go anywhere because, we've got Crash Adams for you. This is Pitstop on Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
2 years ago, this song came out. Bibino Money, second hour with us. 2 minutes after 4 o'clock. Yes, we're opening the microphone way earlier than we should be. Pit Stop. My name is Jada.
Eggay.
And the wee man.
And of course, in the house, James Deakin without the S.
Deakins. Mom, sure.
Oh, goodness. Who called you Deakins, man? Why did it
I don't know if
stick?
it was the LTO or the media
No,
or
they're
whatever.
probably referring to your family. Deacons. Kasi madami.
Kasi madami
Yeah,
kayo.
dami.
Deakins.
Mura.
No. I listened to the press con earlier. Talagang akala nila nung tatlo Deakins, Mr. Deakins.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay. So
Mr. Deakins.
speaking of
I grew up
the
with that in school.
okay, speaking of the press conference, which we 3 out of 4 of us have not seen yet, right? Who's that? Somebody's calling. Okay, Biakera Bernadette, hang on. We need to do something first. Oh, can I put you on? Magic 89.9, hello? Ay, paano ba to?
Touchscreen.
Wait,
Pindutin mo yung green.
No, it's not. There you go. Magic 89.9, hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
This is Bernadette Baquera. I want to apply as a
As a what? As a what, honey? As a what?
Sorry.
As a what? Go on, honey.
as a music researcher or
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know
we're
what?
on the
Okay,
air.
wait. Bernadette Baquera, why don't you message us? Okay, message the Viber number that you're calling right now and tell us what you want, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Okay?
okay.
Thank you so much, my dear.
That would be
Have a
live
great day.
interview.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Unintended pa.
Like
They're like-
music research. What do you know?
Akala ko merong message para kay James.
Eh nga.
Ay, oo nga, medyo
question eh.
sayang eh, no? Okay, so our number is 0945. I lost the link again. 0945-9714011. We are going to show the press conference or up until when Direk can cut it or whatever.
Akala ko taga-LTO. Akala ko representative ni ASIC.
24 month high.
well
This is
spoken,
Bernadette.
eh,
I know.
All right.
Amazing.
Okay.
Direk, take it away. My Scarlet thing is up. Okay, so let's do this. This is the press conference that was held a few hours ago. We haven't watched this one yet. Play it again, Sam.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Nag-request ho kami regarding dito sa presscon para dun sa hinaing o reklamo ni Mr. James Deakin.
That's you.
Dun sa nangyari sa kanyang anak. Nabanggit ko kahapon, naglabas kami ng press release na aming iimbestigahan ang pangyayari, yung aligasyon at yung reklamo niya. So, sinimulan namin kaninang umaga, tinapos namin within 3 hours. So, natapos naman namin yung
That's a lot of
aming
time.
investigation. So, nag-request po kami sa media para sa kaalaman ng lahat. Kasi lumalabas po ito sa lahat ng social media, sa mainstream media. So, para siguro malaman din ng taong bayan kung ano yung naging resulta ng aming investigation. Okay. Una,
Sips coffee.
napatawan ho ng reckless driving yung anak ni Mr. Deakin.
He has a name.
Ano po ba yung reckless driving? Ang reckless driving ay tumutukoy sa pagmamaneho na nagpapakita ng kawalan ng wastong pag-iingat at alinsunod sa alituntunin ng kaligtasan sa
Can you
kalsada.
fast forward
Yun
to the
po
part
yung
where he
reckless
decides
driving.
what to do,
Papakita ko
Direk?
mamaya.
Pwede ba
may mga
mag-fast forward tayo doon
pictures
sa
kami,
ano,
yung pangyayaring
pinakadulo? Direct.
Sa kasong ito ni Mr. Deakin,
Maybe
tumawid
maybe
sa
halfway.
double solid lane sa isang malinaw na universal at mahigpit na ipinagbabawal
No, but this is helpful.
sa
Yeah, of
traffic
course,
rules.
Yeah.
Ang ganitong marka sa kalsada ay nagsasaad na bawal ang paglipat ng linya o pagsingit, yung double lane. Kahit po nalampasan niya ang exit, ang tamang gawin po ay magpatuloy at dumaan sa susunod na exit.
There's the video right behind him.
Ang pagkakamaling makaligtaan ng exit ay hindi
There you go.
nagbibigay
Yeah.
ng
Super, I can
pahintulot
see it.
upang lumabag sa malinaw na traffic control markings. Sa aming investigasyon ay lumalabas po na hindi rehistrado ang minamaneho ni Mr. Deakin.
Okay.
Okay? Kasi
Okay.
may mga lumabas na nanghingi ng ORCR, nag-provide ng ORCR.
I mean,
Ang
we've been
kanyang
talking about
papel
this, right?
na dala-dala ay hindi nga po sales invoice, hindi rin ORCR. Totally wala pong papel yung sasakyan. Kasi yung papel na dala-dala nila is papel from the importer to the dealer. So ano pong ibig sabihin nun? Yan ay hindi pa nabebenta sa labas, sa tao, at hindi yan dapat minamaneho sa kalye kasi walang kaukulang papeles. Ano yung kaukulang papeles? Kung brand new, dapat may daladalang sales invoice na valid lang for 7 days.
This is very educational.
Kaya hinihingan siya ng kaya sa LTO nung tumutubos, hinihingan namin siya ng detalye
Not what anyone
ng
asked.
ORCR.
He's answering a question nobody asked.
Wala pong
There goes our job,
papeles ang
James.
sasakyan.
Of driving
Kasi ang
cars
papeles
that are not ours.
ay from the importer.
That's fine if they do their job and put the plates on the day that they release it.
Yeah.
Na karamihan nagiging
This is it.
practice
That's all.
ng mga dealer ay pinagagamit ang sasakyan o binebenta, hindi ko alam kung pinagamit o binenta. Pero hindi walang kaukulang papel. Kasi yung papel na hawak nila is from the importer to dealer. Hindi po dapat tumatakbo sa kalye yun. Yun po ay dapat nasa showroom o nasa factory. Iba pa pag lumabas po yan, kailangan nila mag-issue ng sales invoice. Pero sila, yun po yung hawak nila. Kaya po, nag-show cause order kami dun sa dealer.
Okay, so we're gonna
Kasi-
skip the video
Yeah,
to
it's getting
50.
really
To the
may
15-minute mark. That's where he
ay,
shows
lalo-lalo
the
na
actual
lahat ng mga
footage
nagmamaneho.
of the
Para maintindihan po nila.
movement.
Okay,
Exactly, because
direct.
nobody asked him about this.
Yeah, forward it to the 15-minute mark,
Listening
direct.
to him actually is, for me, I think he's actually completely misinformed of what
Completely,
actually
yes.
a test
Happened.
unit is and how we drive it and how we market the car.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't think. Well, you only pity a person if he doesn't know anything, right?
Yeah, and also it's. I mean, look, if you want to invoke your 7-day policy, right? Come up with your plate within 7 days.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I
look, you
understand that.
penalized me for 15.
No, in the 20-day registration. Di ba?
Okay, let's...
Wait, sorry. Yung test unit, yan ba yung ninanakawan ng gasolina? Hindi. Iba yun?
Hindi,
Iba yun?
ano
Eggay?
eh.
EV naman to eh.
EV, EV yan.
Okay,
Okay,
direct.
EV yan.
You
DMO,
can't-
DMO.
No, it's
You
a,
can't
it's a
steal
plug-in.
electricity.
It's a plug-in.
It's a DMO, yeah.
Okay,
It's a plug-in.
direct 15-minute mark, ready na ba tayo? I'll put my Scarlett up. So we are moving forward to the part where he shows the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, direct. My Scarlett is up.
Ayan
Here
na,
we go.
There.
Yung opisina. Sa akin naman nakikita ko dahan-dahan nag-i-improve at marami pa rin pong matitino. Lahat tayo hindi perpekto. Maraming ahensya ng gobyerno hindi perpekto, pero meron pa ring mga matitinong tao na nasa loob na nagtutulong para ayusin ang ahensya. Ano pa? Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Now we'd like to open the floor for questions. Yes, Alan.
Oh, listen to the Deakins.
Okay.
Okay. This is quite juicy,
Alan
ah.
Gatos po, from GMA DCPP. Sec, so ano po ang initial finding natin dun sa siguro dito, yung sa pictures dito sa Skyway Stage 3, malinaw naman po. Pero yung sinabi na nagpunta sila dito sa LTO at katakot-takot na iba't ibang klaseng proseso yung hiningi nila. Pero based dun sa findings ninyo, nasunod po ba? Tama yung proseso? Tama yung hiningi ng mga requirements ng staff po ng LTO para mapasunod o para sumunod dun sa talagang ito yung standard na proseso?
Unang-una po kasi, hinanapan talaga ng ORCR kasi wala akong mapakita eh. Wala akong mapakita na maayos na papeles eh. Paano i-claim? Kasi sinasabi, hindi, may record.
You can talk, James, while we're
I
watching.
can.
Yeah.
Because this came up in the meeting. I said, I wasn't in the car, right? So if I asked the lawyer, because he said, your son didn't give the ORCR on the apprehension. I said, okay, so what's the penalty for that? And he couldn't answer. I said, because if there's a penalty, you should penalize him right there.
Yes.
I would be the first to call him out too. Like, all right. But the thing is, you're now saying I don't know if if the ORCR was in the car. I don't know if the officer asked. But the officer completed his entire ticket violation and gave him, and he followed the process. And now they're saying, hindi, kulang pa tayo. So siguro it had to be my son that didn't give him the ticket or the ORCR. And that's why they said they need the ORCR to complete the LTMS system. I said, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
And
They should have
Arta
asked
agreed. Arta agreed. They said, that's a you problem. You know, bakit mo binabato sa citizen?
The citizen, yeah.
That's the whole point of Arta. Binabato mo yung mga responsibilities mo. Who's the deputized officer? The son or the one that gave him the ticket? My son doesn't know the procedure.
He should be asked as well, investigated as well.
Asek, ano hong pakiramdam ninyo na after nung ginawa yung investigation, lumabas yung ganitong klase ng mga ebidensya, litrato sa Skyway at tama naman pala yung ginawa nung staff po ng LTO. Pero the damage has been done sa LTO, sa imahe po ng LTO. Katakot-takot na share at pangungutya na yung ginabot po ng LTO.
Dapat po maging responsableng vlogger tayo.
That's what I was telling you, James.
Pong mga tayong kababayan na
dapat yung responsible agency
ganyan na
tayo,
nangyayari.
diba?
Maging responsable tayo.
Dapat follow your citizens charter first before you throw stones, okay? I'm asking questions. I'm not demanding. I'm not accusing. I never said anybody did anything that was... I just questioned the rules. And I found if the rules are to be this, they are designed with friction in mind. And you can change it.
Yes.
I'm bringing it to your attention so you can change it. Instead, bad guy, don't believe him. You know, it's just classic deflection. And I expected more, to be honest, from him.
True.
Okay, so I think, Jada, we can actually...
Proceed.
I mean, honestly,
Thank you so much, Direk.
I'll just take it benefit of the doubt. But how on earth do we know that that's my son? I mean, I'm not going to contest anymore. But I'm just thinking, how with
Based
that
on
blurry image...
Yeah.
Do we even know that that's even any? Can you see? Can anyone?
Or if that's even the car.
Can you tell the plate, the conduction sticker?
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, they can actually provide the actual video if they want to. But the question is it really that? It's not clear at all.
It's not clear at all.
It's not.
Hindi, tsaka, why release it to the agencies?
To the public, and not the
when,
person who's asking.
Yeah.
I asked for I know I missed the window of the 5 days, but I asked him on day 2. Ang Lacanilao himself. I asked him, can I get clarification for this? He had every opportunity to say, okay, this is the clarification. Go ahead. But no, he chose to do it with the media. So it's just bad taste. I think it is deflection. A very poor job of it because people are reading through it. They see through it.
And you did your part.
And people are, the comments that I'm seeing now and people who are sharing this thing, hindi niyan man, that's not his concern. That's not what he was bringing up.
Yes.
And yet you're talking about everything else except
that.
That.
Yeah.
Except
the elephant
the two
in the room.
things.
Yeah.
And again, James was actually again for the viewers, a refresher for the viewers. James was actually praising the LTO.
Of course.
The past few months for their new approach, right? So this is not a case of bias.
No, it's not.
James was actually hit by media dynamite. So he's here to explain his side.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, indeed. But okay, also in your the article that you wrote on your Facebook page, you were worried about how this is going to go on Daniel's record.
Yeah.
For travel and for whatever it is, for employment and things like that. So did you ask them, or did you ask a lawyer
I got
how this
an
is going to
answer,
affect? Okay,
but just not from them. I got the answer, which was it needs to be reckless imprudence resulting in something, right?
Yes.
And in this case, there's none of that. So he
Okay,
was
that's
not charged
good.
with reckless. But like I said, it didn't help my son for the 2 weeks or so that he was over Christmas worrying about. Because if you Google it, it says criminal record there. The nuance is in a lawyer explaining, going, no. It's not like that. But, Google it and it says there's a possible criminal record for this. And he was worried about that and the suspension. That's not... he takes a lot of pride in trying to
do the right thing.
Do the right thing, and then he has a suspension on his record.
And over Christmas season, I can imagine, the mind of a teenager. Am I going to jail? It's a criminal record.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
on my paper, right?
Like,
it doesn't help.
I mean, this can actually affect the younger generation.
Yes.
If they really want to drive.
Yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
And not only that, moving forward with life, basically, the mental health issues, that, a person, not just a teenager, not anybody, right? Like one of, hi Miss Eloisa, by the way, she said, kung nangyari to kay James Deakin, what more tayo, normal people, ordinary people, non-media people, advocating for nothing, not popular
People
social
with no connections
media.
at all.
Yes. And also, what messaging are you sending that when somebody asks for clarification, you throw a media dynamite
You're
at
gonna
them?
pound on you.
Yes, that's another precedent that he set.
No, you can't
it's
ask.
like you can't ask because
Can't ask.
just the audacity of asking or the audacity of questioning. They'll throw a media dynamite at you like this, which is really, bro. I mean, I'm not worried about it now because we know the agency that we're dealing with. So you can say whatever you want, you can use whatever media tricks you want, but the shared experience of everybody is contradicting. Everybody that's ever had to deal with the LTO have got a similar experience as mine.
That's so true.
So therefore, regardless of what media games you play, the core feeling is disgust and this is deflection. This only works when people don't have that same shared experience.
Okay, so we have a question here sa Facebook Live natin. No? So Scott Alexander Abela is asking, can e-mobility groups file a suit against government for its incompetence on the Evida law?
Because of
what's the question
plates
again?
or
Can e-mobility groups file a suit against government for its incompetence on the Evida law?
Okay. I don't know the answer to that.
I think just in principle, yes. I'm not a lawyer, but in principle, I think there is room for class action suits for incompetence.
Towards the government.
I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just saying in principle.
Yeah, in principle, yeah.
It sounds right that yes, you pay taxes for a certain service that you're not getting. They have a mandate. They have a citizen charter. If they're not following that, then yes, they do deserve to be held responsible for it, whether it's a class action suit or otherwise.
Wait, I just want to go back to what you were talking about earlier.
Which one? The Deacons?
The caller? Sorry,
Bernadette.
No, not Bernadette.
What?
That person who said about James, it's what if
I mean, kay James
normal
nangyayari.
person, di ba?
Normal person, ordinary people like us.
Okay.
Right.
On the other hand, what do you do with these 40-year veteran public utility drivers? Who does all these things every day. On a daily
get away with it.
Hourly basis,
Right in
daily
front of
basis.
us, everyone.
Yeah, because
No
everybody knows
suspension.
everybody at the end of the day, right? So I'm
Right.
sure these guys know somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just assuming, but yeah.
What? They befriend the TMOs? The TMOs are their barkadas, di ba?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
We
Because
don't
it's in
know.
usually a localized area,
Yes.
so the enforcers are deployed in the same
Everybody
spot.
knows
The
everybody.
jeepney drivers are doing that route.
My drink buddies.
Oh, may mga ninong-ninong na yan sa
Ah,
kasal.
Yeah.
So it becomes,
Compadres.
you become you can't. If you bust somebody, sira ka sa, ostracized ka sa community.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Go.
Just to one quick one, James. So you were able to express your what do you call
Frustration.
it? Frustration. Telling them that you weren't actually asking for a padrino.
No, it was
What
clear.
was their reaction when you said that?
None. What do you mean in the text?
Yeah, in the text. Yeah.
Let me
yeah.
I can pull it up just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
But
go.
Okay, well,
I don't remember it being addressed like it was glossed over like Medyo, where are
While
we?
you're pulling that up,
Yeah.
somebody on our Twitch said, The Real Victor Story says, in other countries, there are temporary trade plates for vehicles that don't have a permanent plate yet. Why not do the same here in the Philippines? I do not know the answer to this one as well. But obviously, we're not doing it. That's obviously we're not doing it. And I Am Negatron says, why need for press con pala for the result of their investigation?
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that.
Negatron.
But, that's
James knows.
I do. Yeah.
That's a nice, thing to point out as well. Somebody also is saying, way up there, I can't see your
Okay.
face.
James, saan kaya niya nakuha yung part na humingi ka ng padrino sa text mo?
Yeah. Okay, I can read it.
Okay, go. Okay, here we go.
I won't, for privacy, show who it came from, but it says, all right, it mentions ASEC Lacanilao is pushing a no favor, no padrino policy.
Commendable.
This is
Commendable.
yeah, of course it's commendable.
Yeah.
In its right context, of course. So this is directed to me, right?
Okay.
So he's pushing a no favor, no padrino policy. The ticketed driver must run the ordinary process. If the driver reaches a dead end, let me know so it can be looked into. In short, your son has to contest the ticket. Let me know in advance when and where he will process the ticket. Okay, so I said thank you and all that.
Pero ba't siya sumagot ng ganyan? Ano yung tinext mo na una?
The whole text of the
I just want to know why the person,
Context,
the assistant replied in that manner.
Hi blank. The youngest Daniel, who just got his license a couple of months ago, got a ticket for reckless driving. He was driving on the Sky. It was his first time to drive on stage 3. And when he reached Quezon Avenue exit, he was late to merge and cross the double yellow. Clearly an infringement and clearly his fault. But my concern is the Skyway enforcer put it as reckless driving. Isn't that a criminal offense under RA 4136? Shouldn't this be cited as disobeying traffic signs, markings, or improper lane change? The remarks contradict the violation category. Double yellow is a lane discipline violation, not reckless driving. End of message.
Yun lang?
Yun lang. That's
And
it.
then
And
the
then you
person answered
replied
with a
with-
no
The person said,
padrino.
"Hi,
No
let me look
padrino."
around."
Okay.
Then I said, thank you. Thank you, blank. I spent so much time trying to teach my kid the road rules. He finished the full Honda safety driving school and went through all the process so he knows the rules. So it's so disappointing now that an enforcer can just arbitrarily tick a box that could really affect his record. Okay. Then he said, ASEC Lacanilao is pushing a no. That's now the response.
Okay.
The
No
ticketed
padrino.
driver, blah, 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 blah.
Malabo rin,
Malabo rin. Because I had to also say
So
to him,
off topic.
I said, I'm really not trying to pull any favors here. I want my son to pay the penalty for his mistake. I just want the law to be fairly applied. That's my main reason for contesting or inquiring about what constitutes reckless driving. Thanks again for replying.
Okay, somebody said on our Twitch, it's sad lang, ordinary, same thing. Tao lang ang nahassle dyan, walang mangyayari. Thank you, Sir James, dahil kahit papaano, nagka-resolution na ang LTO. Saga mo? May it start the total revamp of not only LTO process, but the whole government red tape issue. Wait, hang on. I am confused with you're thanking James for pulling this one out from the LTO, but yeah, I don't think they were on the same page. Metal Slug 04. Yeah.
You're missing the point.
They, it's not done
May
yet.
padrino ba yung
It's not-
nagme-message?
Yeah. Okay, Metal Slug. Okay, it's not
Metal
done
Slug.
yet. They're not on the same page. Not yet, anyways.
Okay.
Okay, we're hoping
License
that
is still at LTO.
again, our lines are open for the LTO office and whoever's in charge. Okay, 0945
Basta 4011.
Is it really that slow on Newsweek?
0945
I'm just wondering. Actually, medyo slow, no?
Yeah. But
Okay.
No.
it is.
For this to be the top story, there's got to be a slow Newsweek.
Yeah, so,
Oh my goodness.
James, what was your immediate reaction to the people, our friends from the media, showing you clips of what happened today?
While having free dinner? Free lunch?
Free lunch.
I mean, it was disappointing, but it wasn't unsurprising. I already had a feeling. The fact that he knows my number and I've been reaching out to him directly and trying to do this all above board and all without fanfare, right? That's why it's a personal message. So I had a feeling that binabaon niya. That he was going to. I was already thinking, Why isn't he trying to reach out to me personally?
He's making buelo.
He's making buelo, and he's trying to gain so that he can frame it a certain way. I mean, at least I was entertaining that possibility. So when it got shown to me, it just confirmed what I already had thought
So
of.
you had the feeling that he would ride this
When it
to the
started,
sunset,
yes.
huh?
Not naman to the sun. Well, I was expecting I was just covering my bases going, it could go either way. Because I don't know him that well. We've met, we've talked, we've chatted, we've been in social situations, and we've also been in a talk together. And we have many common friends. So I thought, okay, benefit of the doubt, in good faith, he's going to reach out and say, listen, this is what I found out, and this is why your son is reckless driving, and I don't think there's anything we can do about it because for XYZ reason, right? This is the reason why. And I'll be like, okay, I paid the fine now. It's not like I'm going to take this to the Supreme Court. I'm just like, I just want to know as a father, and not just as a father, because this is a question I get all the time. People complain about this reckless driving violation being
unclear,
weaponized. Yes, unclear and weaponized. Basta anything na, reckless driving. So that's all I wanted to clear up. So for him to go and create a press conference around it when you have the guy's direct number, that feels it's a terrible move. I'll keep it a terrible. I want to use the other adjective, but it's not a cool thing to do, man. It's
not.
You're dialoguing na, and then you go around and this is where you send the answer to the press, not to the person. At least I reach out to him personally.
I know.
I never mentioned him personally in the whole thing. And I never even made it personal. I just explained this was my disappointment.
I know where the frustration is coming
also,
from.
I learned a new thing today from the press con, no?
What?
Driving without your ORCR is considered reckless driving pala.
But he didn't even ask for it. I mean, the officer who flagged him down.
Exactly.
The driving without your driver's license. Okay. The offense is driving without
failure
a
to carry.
license.
Failure to carry.
Failure to carry, right?
Failure to carry.
You've known this before?
Yes, because this has always been a stickler for me because every time if you say that you don't have your license on you, they'll say, driving without license.
No.
Malaki yun. And you say, no,
that's not true.
There's a difference.
Yes.
I am a licensed
You
driver.
forgot.
I failed to
left it
carry.
at home.
Yes.
Tignan mo sa LTO,
Right.
whatever.
Yes.
Failure to carry has a
carry.
300 or 500 penalty.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
smaller. No,
Yes.
pero yun na nga, same thing. Documents di ba? You forgot the document.
Yes.
The
It's
ORCR.
documented, but
So,
I don't have it with me, right?
Sabi ni Asik Lacanilaw kanina sa
Dapat
press con,
dalahin mo.
driving without your OR and CR
My brain is flying right
is
now.
considered
know.
reckless driving.
Okay, but also
So
this is what he
bago
said
yun,
when he
bago sa
guested
akin
him.
Yeah. Me too. Bago, yeah. If the car doesn't have the correct papers, reckless driving.
Yes, that's new to me.
But he didn't even ask for it,
it's
right?
another perverse interpretation of the law. And I find also very arbitrary. But again, I was willing to take whatever, provided I got an explanation.
Yes.
That's all I was
Yes,
seeking.
of course.
It's, there was 7 million people who saw that first article. It seems he's the only one that missed the point.
Yeah, we all understood.
I mean, in respect to
Yeah.
that, to the agency, I have never heard that before.
What?
No, what? You ORCR?
Neither have
me
I.
neither.
Yeah.
Me neither. But I know about the
Bago, kanina ko lang
license.
nalaman.
Also, Tugade, I remember Tugade Jr., no? When he took over the LTO for like a month, he, because he was smart, right? He was like,
Of course.
I'm out of here. He said he was one of the guys pushing for, no, you can carry a picture
Yeah,
of your ORCR.
yeah.
A digital copy
Photo,
is
And even
fine.
the license, I think.
Yes,
That's fine,
LTMS.
right?
I think you have like a time frame
Yes.
for you to pick up your
Yes,
license.
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So these are the things that need to be clarified because this is where extortion thrives. Right in these little spaces that we're talking about. It's like, wala akong lisensya, wala, masira yun.
Patay na tayo yan.
Impound. Yung kotse, impound.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They, had it been like that, if the car is not registered, it is the duty for their officer to impound that car.
We forgot to ask James. Buti na-impound ba? Hindi, di ba?
No!
Hindi naman. Because
Exactly.
he forgot to ask for the ORCR.
It's either he forgot. I don't know if he forgot or what happened. Because, like I said, I wasn't in the car. But whatever it was, he issued the ticket and completed that whole violation apprehension
Without asking for the ORCR.
So whose fault is that? Do you hold the person? Is it the job of the person who committed the violation to prove their guilt? That's what he wants. He says, I'm going to send a show cause order for Mr. Deakin to prove it wasn't reckless driving. In what court system are you there to prove a negative? What the hell's this? You're the agency. You wrote the rules. You prove it's reckless driving. I don't need to prove it's not. What the hell,
Yeah,
man?
I mean, this can be very frustrating for you.
It's very frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, there are new things that we heard today about, of course, the RCR and a lot more. I can't really, recall
there's a
each
lot
and every.
going on.
Yeah, and this can be traumatizing not just for your son,
But for everybody.
For everybody who wants to drive.
Yeah.
No, sir. So there's a lot of confusion. How do you think the LTO or any agency can rescue or redeem themselves after this incident?
Remember when we guested Chief Lacanilao, he said that there's so much information that needs to go out there. They're not able to bring it out there. And that's why he's so grateful that we guested him, because, there are certain things that he wanted to, give to the public. And that's why we're asking his kind office that if there's anything you want to say about this, we are wide open, for your comments and for the information for the public to know the things that you want them to know, actually, to clear things out, right? Because not everybody who's driving out there went to the proper school and
Went to the proper process.
And they know the law. They know everybody, maybe just like me, just driving there and just following these lines, not knowing that I crossed a double lane or something like that. Not everybody is well aware of that. That's why Chief Lacanilao said he's so open to providing the public with all this information, in fairness to him. But right now, I think he's doing the opposite of what he told us.
Right now, yeah. I mean,
right now, right?
Yeah, because he could have used me for that.
Yeah.
He could have used his opportunity.
Yes.
Like
yes.
a sit down. If he was genuine, a
would be
one-on-one
nice.
say, you know what? Because he released
Yes.
a statement and he addressed it to me, Mr. Deakin. People were sending to me. I said, no, this is not official. They're saying, no, it's from the PIO. How come this wasn't sent to me? It was sent again to the media, not to me. But I wasn't so offended with that. I was a bit miffed. I just thought it was a bit odd. But I wasn't really truly offended. But because it was all about investigation. So I would imagine that you would investigate and go, okay, Mr. Deakin, come on in, bring your son, and allow me to explain. And then let's see how we can move forward with this.
Yeah.
Because it can always be a positive out of this. It's like, all right, we talk, your son, I can't do anything about the reckless.
It's already been done.
It's already been done.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, you've
the
already
ink is
paid the
dry.
fine. The ink is dry. And I hope your son learns a lesson here.
But moving forward,
you know what? The 15-day thing, I think that is a very fair point. And also, the thing about the ARTA with the unnecessary paperwork is a valid point.
Yeah.
So let's work together to communicate that.
Let's read
And
through
you
it.
yourself have learned, and we're motoring journalists, and we learned so much today. Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Super.
But I am not sure if he's correct about the reckless driving with the ORCR. Huh?
Yeah.
But
I would like to double check that with
Okay.
Something
new.
I'm actually seeing a star right now. The more you know. after watching that press conference. So I mean, sorry, James. You mentioned about moving forward. What are the next steps for you then after being hit with this dynamite?
Before you answer that question, let's move
Okay.
into a song. Let's have some Harry Styles. Keep driving, folks. Despite
light.
all, yeah. Pit stop on Magic.
Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9. Today's best music. This is Pit Stop. My name is Jada.
Eggay, Q.
And the wee man.
And we are back. Can you guys talk at the same time? Because I'm trying to figure out which ones are your microphone.
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, guys, thank you so much for keeping us company for the first episode of Pit
the
Stop
year.
of the year on 2026. Can we give them a teaser on who we're gonna have next week?
Meron ba?
Ay, di ba meron?
What the guy?
Si Chief.
The guy. Well, we don't know
teaser
yet.
lang. We don't know yet. We're not sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so but we already, really
I mean,
good.
he's welcome to explain his side as well.
Yes, of course, all the time. He knows our number.
Kahit para makabawi ako sa inyo, kahit umabsent kayong dalawa, kami na lang ni LTO Chief.
Well,
Ayoko,
Absent.
I wanna be here.
You wanna have another
never
get
here.
out of
Sige.
jail free ticket?
Pabayaan mo
Grabe.
mag-board siya.
Mag-isa. Bala ka.
Problema. No music.
Okay, our pit stop poll of the week is, which album or which song, which artist are you looking forward to requesting a lot of on here on Magic for your, your new playlist, new year, just, surviving the traffic-filled metro. BTS, Megadeth, yes, they're still alive, folks, and ASAP Rocky and Louis Tomlinson, because those artists are going to be dishing out albums in just a few weeks or in just a few. We're just counting days, actually. And they're going to be coming out without losing my voice. Okay. So, yeah.
Too much heat
I know,
a while ago, huh?
Boiling. Okay. Anything to promote? Come on.
Well, the same as last month. Autofocus Philippines and Motoring Today are my socials.
Okay. And how about you,
Yes.
Eggay Q?
Please do visit Autocar Philippines and Wheels Philippines. And
and
lagi na
our
lang.
Instagram.
Yeah, which is Pitstop 89.9.
Okay.
Also, kindly check James Deakin's page tonight for his rebuttal to the
the press
issue today,
conference.
to the press conference that was held earlier today. So
Everything's going to be there.
Check it out.
And if you missed out on the conversation a couple of hours ago, you can always go back to our Facebook page on Magic 89.9 and on YouTube. Thank you so much, Direk, for helping us out there. And also thanks to Warren and to Bianco for helping us with the Pit Stop
Thank you.
Poll of the Week. We are going to be leaving you with something from... I'm so excited for BTS. Did you see what they posted? 2026-2027 tour.
No.
So patagal. Okay, sorry. Sorry naman.
Naging puti
You know
na yung
what?
yellow line sa skyway.
but Jada, this is respect to BTS. I haven't seen them for like the past 3-4 years kasi.
Because they've been in service, right? And
so
they were,
parang for me, they're not as relevant anymore. But for sure, they will redeem themselves.
There are
for the
fans
next
out there looking
years.
forward to it.
Of course, the army.
So super excited. Also, 5 OPM, 5 p.m. OPM on 5 p.m. That's 1 hour of locally made music, locally made, globally played music. And at 6 p.m. we've got the home stretch with Isbel. And I'm gonna see you guys on Friday with Big D on the Big Breakfast, 7 a.m. to
Happy birthday,
10 a.m.
Big D!
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday!
Big D!
When's the exact day?
Yesterday, January
belated
6th,
happy
2026. Belated happy birthday, Big D. He is now 25 years old.
Wow.
Congratulations.
25 in 26.
25 in 2026.
Yep.
Okay, so there you go. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much to our viewers on twitch.tv/magic899TV. We are going to leave you with something from V. Let's all be friends.
Yes.
Let's all be friends, okay? Today's best music, Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.